I'm worried about being too happy. I don't know if that's a topic.
Yeah.
That's a topic.
I was driving home today and I was like, I'm pretty happy.
That's good.
What has changed for you that's making you happy?
Well, Rick and Morty started up, and now we got to and I go in at 10, and then I'm like, we're at and it's just like everybody's
Did you
like,
say we're at
come on,
10?
let's do this, and I'm like, well, what if we did 3 times as much? And everyone's like, yeah, let's do it, and it's like just really a lot of fun talking about it. And then like 5 o'clock comes, and it's like, well, we did twice as much as we wanted to do. I'm gonna go home, and then it's like light out, and I'm driving home, and like my car's driving itself because I got a Tesla, and it's like.
Time out.
Yeah, thank
no,
you.
not high five.
Oh no, come on.
This is jealousy.
I know. Well,
this isn't like This is like whoa.
I just let it drive home today. Like it was like driving, and then I was like,
Did you take your hands off the steering wheel?
Yeah.
I would never leave the house.
You gotta.
How the fuck is it owning that car?
It just drives, but
So-
it doesn't like turn.
Okay.
But
It's cruise control,
it's like
but
cruise
stay in
control,
lane
but that
control.
it actually works.
Yeah.
Like
Holy
it's
shit.
not like you can't. It won't like take you home.
Okay.
Like it won't
You
like
can't
follow
pass
the
out.
No,
GPS.
it keeps you in a lane, right?
Yeah. And
It's awesome.
You can also tell it you want to change lanes, and it'll change lanes better than you can because it'll check the lanes. Unless there's a truck and it's dusk, and then it'll go.
Yeah.
I don't know. Which is, I'm not gonna I guess that guy was like. It's funny how we coped with that. I was like, didn't it kill a guy? And they were like, yeah, but he was like watching The Lion King and like.
Yeah, no, because they call it autopilot, which makes you think, oh, it's autopilot, but it's not. It's
I don't
cruise
know if
control.
this was the case when his tragedy happened, but now the thing.
Is that a pedestrian thing?
I don't think so. He just wasn't paying attention.
There was a guy who was like it was like the first auto drive death because he was like, and I don't know if this is victim blaming about this part, if it's like the old lady with the coffee from McDonald's. But they said there was like Facebook video of the guy like asking for it, you know, like that the guy was like, hey, look at me, I'm not driving,
Makes me very happy.
But I think that we, as a society, we know that we tend to do that. Like we if a lawn art kills a baby, like we figure out how to like blame the baby.
Sure.
Like we are a sick like. People. So I'm sure no human being deserves. But anyways,
what made you finally bite the bullet and get a car?
I closed my Rick and Morty deal. And I'm
Right.
like, fuck you. I'm like, what's the down payment? And like, give me the thing. And like, I don't know.
Holy shit! You pick it out, you build it, or did you just pick what's on the lot?
Levy took care of it. And then I was like, Levy would text me and he'd go like, pick a color, and then I was like, Moonstone River Brock. And then
so
I'm sorry.
This car is super fast because there's no engine, so it's just gone.
Yeah,
right?
the bottom of it is a big battery, and then the hood has like just a hole in it. Like you can put like luggage in the front because the bottom's a battery, and then.
I kind of know the guys are with the group. They know what they're doing over there with the Tesla. You know what? Well, I mean, he's had a couple of those things where the spaceship goes up and comes right down.
No, he's definitely. He's lost steam. Like he was like now that he's like.
He made these submarines. You hear about these submarines? You've been off Twitter, Dan. You hear about these submarines?
No, but it's very cool.
Is this how they got this?
How many kids are out?
I don't know.
They got 8 out.
8.
They start tomorrow back up to get the other 4 out.
There was these trapped cave kids,
5
Dan. They got trapped underwater, like in a air pocket, and they're sending teams to rescue them. And Elon Musk is like, "What if we had these tiny submarines?"
But did he get them there?
No,
they were still building them.
No, he's currently still testing, as far as I understand.
He threw them off schedule because they were waiting for the shipment of the tiny submarine, and they missed a chance.
No, I think he was just like, as a thought exercise, just like, here's what would work. But
He did the same in Puerto Rico.
Say again? Yeah. Did he actually do anything?
Just said he would do some stuff.
Well, I think he did.
Yeah.
I think he did a little in Puerto Rico. Like I don't know how much it worked. Yeah.
He wanted to use those power walls, the Tesla Powerwall,
Right.
in Puerto Rico, see how they ran, and it didn't really.
Yeah, it wasn't a huge change.
Meanwhile, how long can you be in a cave filled with water? What's going on with these kids?
Not that much longer. Not that much longer
Yeah,
because
so-
a monsoon is coming.
Right,
How do we,
it's bad.
I mean, I have a million questions, but I guess that's why it's a captivating story because it's
Yeah.
like a weird, like
It is
they're, like,
unbelievable.
the
that
Chilean miners, remember they were
they're pumping water out of this cave faster than it's coming in. They're bringing oxygen.
Oxygen
into the
What
cave.
part of the world is it?
This is in Thailand,
Oh.
where I spent my early years. And I have no idea where anything is. I don't even know where. I know where most things in LA are. You're welcome.
How are you with road rage?
Because
That's kind of.
what do you mean? Like,
I don't see you being that good at it.
You mean where he would get angry? You think?
Yeah.
I'm not good at road rage. No.
No, but do you get road rage?
No.
No.
Really?
Well, I assume everyone's mad at me when I leave the house. Like I'm always like, don't beat me up. Like car wise. Like don't.
Okay.
Like I check my. I just like my fear of like being the reason someone honks is like crippling. So
Because of the car you're driving? Is that what you were there?
No,
like,
just in general. That's why I was happy to not drive for 6 years. How long were you driving me
Jesus.
around?
It was, around there.
Like
That's bad.
I got the divorce and like McGathy had been using my Prius and I was like, she's like, I was like, yeah, take the Prius. You painted it lime green. It was a beautiful little buggy that was more hers than mine. So and then I was like, you take it. I'm gonna get a fucking fancy car next. And then I was like, I can't afford a fancy car. I just got divorced and waited like a long time, and then so I was like, my next car is going to be fancier than the last one I had, and then just waited and waited and waited. What was my point?
Why you got this one?
Oh yeah, well, and I was like, but that whole time I was like, I don't really need to drive or
incredible.
want to because it's a little like I feel like I'm getting on the playground every time I get in a car.
Because you're not used to driving, and because you're.
I just worry, just have a high anxiety about disappointing people, like cutting people off, and like again, being the reason someone honks. It drives me crazy. Like if I'm like, whoa, I almost hit you, and then they're like, and then I guess I would, when I was a kid, like a guy, I guess I cut a guy off, and he did that, and he like honked, and then he flipped me the finger, and I was like, I'm sorry, and then he was just like, fuck you, and then he got in front of me, and then I just followed him for 40 minutes.
So like I said,
Yeah.
so
and
like I
he,
said,
you could sense him starting to get increasingly terrified as the sun went down. Because he's like, wait a minute, I live in Cedarburg. And I was like, so do I? or can you never stop? Because I was like 20 years old and I was like, that guy, that's what went through my head. I was like, geez, that guy's so mean. I would never, if someone cut me off, I would like honk my horn, but I wouldn't like lay on it and then flip the guy off and mouth the words, fuck you. Because for all that guy knows, I could be a psycho. For all he knows, I could be a psycho. Oh. And I was like, maybe I am a psycho. Like, what's the difference between a psycho and a normal person? If a normal person lays on their horn and mouths "fuck you" in spite of clearly being unable to physically take you, I'll just maybe a psycho is the guy that just patiently has nothing to do for the rest of his day. And just wants to, I remember the guy came to a stop sign and there was a car between us. He had managed to get one car between us on this county highway, and he came to a stop sign. And my biggest victory is he fucking peeled out, ran the stop sign, and almost got hit by another car as he sped away. And I was like, I'm still behind you. And he just kept going off into the fucking country. He was headed for Canada. And I was so proud of myself. I just eventually I waited for him to get over a hill, and then I was slowed down, and then I was went away. And I was like, I fucking did something right today.
It sounds like yes. Yes. You had an experience.
Because that guy,
that
guy, next time he gets road rage, I accept that I did something wrong. I fucked up behind the wheel of a car. I made a mistake that was discourteous to him. I didn't check I didn't see him or something. I did something wrong. But you know, like also though. The reason I did it wrong is probably because I didn't have my full brain. It's like the time he spent like turning his head 90 degrees and yelling "fuck you" and all this stuff is like, you're not exactly worshipful of the safety of the roads yourself. Like, you like when the mood takes you, you'll pay attention to all manner of things. Like you're driving into oncoming traffic so that you can flip me off like you're the Dukes of Hazzard. So I think, I did the right thing that day. I changed a man, I think.
You changed now.
I taught a man to fish instead of giving him a fish, you know?
Right.
Like he's gonna handle his altercations on the highway differently. I probably saved a kid's life.
You are a hero.
We'll never know.
When I think of heroes, I think of you. Have I mentioned I have OCD? Because the worst thing about OCD, and I didn't know this when I first got OCD, but if you look it up, it's one of the main symptoms is you think you may have hit somebody in your car.
Whoa.
And then you have to exactly.
That's the same as alcoholism. Same symptom. I have that.
Yeah, that's
every
right.
morning.
But then now that's the other thing is that now that you drive, has that changed
No, it
that part of your life?
I told you. We're fine. This guy's making submarines that can rescue kids from caves. You don't think he's got my back?
What will you remedy since you're so happy? What's the remedy?
Hey, usually
say that
self-destruction. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or will you? Can you ride it?
I just noticed now. I think my goal is to not self-destruct. Like that's why my therapist she's like just don't fuck. You know, like don't like guys like you. She said, you know, well, this will be interesting. Like guys like you half of you on average. Like you go and be happy, and then the other half of you like put on some slippers and drink yourself to death. She was like, no, we'll see what happens.
Jesus. And is this based on how much she's getting paid?
I don't know. I think she knows like what pushes my buttons. She knows that's gonna make me go, I'll show you.
Yeah. Wow.
That's why she said slippers. She was kind of enticing you. Didn't she say slippers?
I know. Well, that's what hit home
on.
is that because I would have if she hadn't said that, then I would have thought, oh, I'm not going to be this. Who's this other guy?
Yeah.
Like, but the slippers drove it home. It was like, oh, that guy thinks he's nailing it.
Yeah.
that guy like is like, oh, I'm wearing slippers. I fucking did it. I'm Joe Walsh in The Life of Illusion. You know, like I'm fucking, like you know.